Homelessness in Central Florida is just getting so much worse. Shelters are at capacity. Rent is at all-time highs. Every $100 increase in median rent equals a 9% increase in homelessness. And there's been a $550 increase in median rent in the past 3 years. That means a 50% increase in homelessness. So we're starting to see that now, especially among youth and young adults, seniors, people 55 plus are becoming homeless. And I think a lot of the time people look at the people that are living on the street and they think that they've been there forever. But over the past 4 years, about 75% of people experiencing homelessness have been experiencing it for the first time. The story of SALT is a story of God using average people that have leaned on their faith and wanted to make a difference in the community among people experiencing homelessness. Before I became a Christian, I had experienced homelessness myself. I was about 20 years old. And not having access to things like a place to wash clothes, not having access to a case manager to help me understand what services were available to me and what I qualified for, and to help me navigate the system, it was really difficult. And I think as I became a Christian and started to think about how can I take this energy that I was putting into the world before into something that God can use.
So we were doing breakfast. We would serve about 8 to 16 at a time, but that started growing.
Together I got with some friends. We came up with some names. We took a poll, and SALT was the name that came out from Matthew 5:13, that we are the salt of the earth.
So yeah, this was pretty much the OG group, 2012, 2013. So, it was a bunch of different ministries and outreaches that Eric and a few others kind of brought together.
So it went from 16 to 20 to 50 to 100.
We didn't have enough benches to fit the amount of people coming.
I didn't realize how fulfilled I felt by something so simple.
We were cooking out of restaurants. We would have hotels send us food. We'd have people bring food. We'd have churches, other organizations donate food.
I kind of joke that making a peanut butter and jelly sandwich kind of changed my life.
Towards the end, we were serving, I think, close to 200 on Saturday mornings.
And as we continued to share food, we didn't want to just stop at food. And so we started to provide clothing and hygiene products, which ended up leading to us fundraising for a clothing trailer that we called our Change Trailer.
But that started growing.
We didn't know it at the time, but that trailer helped inspire kind of our model moving forward in how we deliver our services by really just meeting people where they are.
And then the next big milestone was our shower trailer.
We found out that over half of the people we were serving were actively looking for work, but those same people hadn't showered in 3 to 7 days on average. There were some people going on job interviews that hadn't showered in 3 months. So we're like, okay, there isn't enough shower capacity in this community. There needs to be something to provide showers. And that's when we fundraised about $40,000 for our shower trailer. So now we're providing food. We started to bring in barbers to do haircuts. We're doing showers, and we're doing clothing and hygiene products.
We have the clothing trailer, and we're just giving out clothes. And it's just like, this is kind of wasteful. Let's find a solution for that. And that's where the laundry trailer came in.
And we started to add other services like mail services. We added limited storage services, charging stations for the unsheltered.
Are you already signed up for showers?
But there needed to be a comprehensive drop-in center in the downtown Orlando. There needed to be a front door for people experiencing homelessness. A place where someone can come and say, I want my homelessness to end, and a case manager can guide them through that process from beginning to end.
Let's really start attacking the roots of the homeless issue, and let's really try to help them on another level.
Now that case management program went on that year to help 1 out of 5 people transition to shelter or housing, and 3 out of 4 take the next step toward ending their homelessness. And since then, they're on track to helping directly end homelessness for either one family or person a week and divert people away from the system because our system's already burdened.
This is the past, but I also see the future in these pictures. Yeah.
Homelessness in Central Florida is just getting so much worse. We are trying to do what we can to meet the need, to keep up with the need, but it's becoming overwhelming. It's a lot. Our community is just not able to handle the influx that we're seeing right now. It's not people that are there just all the time, you know, and we're seeing a lot more first-timers.
Put you in the system. I just have to ask you a few questions, okay?
And so as God continues to write this story, we're hoping that more people come together and want to be a part of this story with us together.
We're so thankful that in January of 2024, we were awarded a grant to work with homeless youth.
It's for unaccompanied minors from ages 16 to 17 and young adults from 18 to 24.
We just got both of our trailers delivered yesterday. This big trailer here is going to be dedicated to youth and young adults experiencing homelessness.
We're going to be providing the case management support, the day services support, so showers and laundry and all that stuff.
And it has both laundry and showers inside the same trailer.
We're really excited. We think it's going to make a big difference here, and that's going to be 5 days a week. So it's basically doubling our current 5 days a week here in downtown Orlando to now an additional 5 days a week across the Central Florida area.
Yeah, you hear that all the time. Like, yeah, I used to work in corporate. I used to work in that office building until my wife died, until, you know, I got in a car accident, until I had a stroke. And
it's crazy because as we see this increase in homelessness, the increase in evictions, you know, the increase in rent prices, we're not seeing an increase in wages. The wages has pretty much been the same. It's no longer just a homelessness crisis, it's an emergency. This is nothing new. We're not doing anything new here. This is what God has asked his people to do. And we're just following that calling. And we're excited because so many people have joined this calling with us. Every day is a new page in the story that God is writing through SALT. We all are just working together to help provide the most vulnerable, not only with their basic needs, the most basic human needs, but also to help end their homelessness, to revive that hope in them that one day they don't have to be living on the street. They can be in a home. And our hope is that you join us in becoming a part of that story here in Central Florida.